Hello everybody, I'm Mike Petraglia alongside WEEI.com Patriots columnist Chris Price. The Patriots will not be going to Super Bowl 47 in New Orleans. The Ravens gained their measure of revenge big time, 28-13 Sunday afternoon here on the frozen tundra of Gillette Stadium. The wind was a big factor coming in. A lot of people thought that it would wreak havoc with the Patriots offense. It did, and you could certainly stick with the theme of wind as winds have changed as the Ravens have advanced to the Super Bowl 1 year after losing a heartbreaker here at Gillette Stadium. Let's first of all, Chris, talk about the mistakes. The Patriots had their opportunities in the first half to really put distance between themselves and the Ravens, and they did not. The Ravens had the ball 5 times. All 5 times the Ravens started inside their 15, yet the Patriots only had 13 points at halftime.
Really, the sequence that stood out for me the most was at the end of the first half, where the Patriots used some really poor clock management there. They weren't able to punch it in. They had to settle for a field goal when they really should have gone for a touchdown. Really had a situation where they could have gone for a touchdown. A little bit more distance between themselves and the Ravens. Just a couple of things. Just really un-Patriot-like football. You know, they didn't take advantage of some opportunities. They turned the ball over 3 times, which is very uncharacteristic for them. They played some sloppy football at times. They weren't efficient on offense and defense, and I think ultimately it showed in the end.
And the mistakes really snowballed, Chris, in the third quarter. We had several instances of Patriots not executing when they needed to. Again, Wes Welker dropping a 3rd down catch deep in Baltimore territory that would have been a 1st down, kept the drive going. Instead, the Patriots, on this very windy evening here at Gillette Stadium, decided to punt again, and the Ravens capitalized by driving down the field for the go-ahead touchdown.
How many times have you seen the Patriots shut out over 2 quarters? I'm trying to go back to a time where, not in optimal conditions, I mean it was cold, it was windy, but how many times have you seen the Patriots only put up 13 points? You know, this is one of the best offenses in the league over the last 5-10 years, and they struggled. They struggled at times. Historically, Brady has always had problems with the Ravens. When he stacked up his splits against the rest of the league, he's always struggled against the Ravens, and tonight was no exception. They were able to get to him, they were able to knock him around, they were able to knock him off his spot, they were able to cause general havoc when it came to the Patriots trying to operate offensively. And I also think, too, you have to mention, I think the loss of Gronkowski played a larger role than the Patriots would care to admit.
And obviously there were a couple other big moments. Nate Solder with a holding call that wiped out another 1st down on the next drive. And then, of course, Bernard Pollard, there's that name again, the arch villain of every Patriot fan that ever lived, and certainly Tom Brady. He knocks out Stephen Ridley not only out of the game, but he causes a fumble. The Ravens go in for the 2nd touchdown pass, Joe Flacco to Anquan Bolden of the 4th quarter, and that really put the game away.
It was really amazing to see how all the air was kind of taken out of this building. You know, after the Ridley hit, there was a whole sequence of events there in the second half where it just kind of kept snowballing on the Patriots, and they weren't able to get anything started offensively. They struggled defensively. I think the loss of Aqib Talib, and again, he's not a world-class cornerback, but at the same time, allowed him to do some things that they didn't do earlier in the season defensively. The loss of Talib was a huge blow for this defense. It's going to be interesting to see going forward what the offseason holds for this team, and Talib in particular. He's a free agent. I wonder how much the Patriots are going to, how far they're going to go to try and re-sign him.
The stat you're going to hear a lot, Chris, over the next couple of days, or at least certainly over the next 24 hours. Tom Brady has been 67-0 lifetime at home when leading at halftime. Today is the first time he has lost when holding the lead at home in the second half. What do you make of that stat?
They couldn't close. They couldn't close today. Like we said before, they had their opportunities. They couldn't take advantage of them. The Ravens did. I don't care what you think about the Ravens. You have to be impressed by their mental toughness, their mental and physical toughness. Going on the road and winning in Denver, going to New England and winning here in New England, a place where they've struggled at times over the years. It's really impressive, and I'm really impressed by that football team and what they've been able to accomplish. Super Bowl or no Super Bowl aside, I think they've set themselves up very nicely.
Well, the Patriots will have to settle for getting to the AFC Championship, only the 2nd time in 9 tries that they have lost at this level, and the 1st time they have lost an AFC Championship at home in 5 tries. Well, that wraps up the season, Chris. It's been a pleasure working with you. Alongside WEEI.com Patriots columnist Chris Price, I'm Mike Petraglia, where the final again in the AFC Championship is Ravens 28 and the Patriots 13. Until next season, so long, everyone.